USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD, USD CAD. Now, the reason why I want to go over this is because I want to show you guys exactly on how market structure continues to do the exact same thing over and over and over again. And once you start to understand that, that's when we can really capture every piece of market structure that we could possibly get. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, and I see there's some new people in here, first time on here as well. So I want you guys to understand and to know at first that it might seem overwhelming and kind of complicated, but in all reality, once we simplify everything, you'll understand. Okay. Just to give a quick run through, Sundays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern is the beginner session. And what you do is you break down the psychological aspects, but we also break down the technical analysis of what's necessary in order for us to take trade setups. Once you go through the beginner session on top of iML Academy, you know all the terminology that's needed to trade, and at the same time, you'll understand the technicals. The whole main point for us when it comes to trading currencies is to know exactly the right times and when to buy and sell, pretty much what to look for, when to get in and when to get out. Once you keep it to those simple principles, you'll start to understand that it's very, very easy. Like I said, what to look for, when to get in, when to get out, simple stuff. All right. So for beginners, I honestly suggest you're on that beginner session on Sundays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And I highly not even recommend, I really need you guys to go through iML Academy as well. Okay. Now, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 2 a.m. Eastern, as you guys are on right now, what we do is you go over trade setups, we break down market structure in more detail. We go over entries like that, etc. Because when you first start trading, we're mostly connected to our money, and plus we don't really have a community. If I had a community like this when I first started, it would definitely fast track me for success. Because once you connect yourself to the right people, and you also are learning and asking questions, it's a lot easier for you to transition to becoming a self-sufficient trader. And everybody could agree that's on here right now. Our main goal is to become self-sufficient at Forex, right? If you agree, say yes. Awesome, awesome. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Let's go over these recaps real quick. First things first, I want to go over USD CAD. Now, USD CAD to me has been in a very trending market lately. As you can see, it's been an uptrend, a bullish trend. Another word for uptrend, bullish, which means going up, means going down. And as you guys can see with market structure, it's been doing the same thing. It's been breaking above area of resistance and testing a support. It's been following these trend lines to the T. You know what I'm saying? And where price is at right now, what I drew up yesterday was this. I said, in order for me to sell this, right? In order for me to sell this, what I need for price to do is to break this level, right? To break this level of support, to break this level of a floor, and to test as resistance as a ceiling. Okay. Now, in order for me to buy it, we need to know the exact concept of when to really buy it. So I need a price to break above and to test. And as you guys can see, does everybody see this on the fact that it continued market structure? Everybody could agree that we could have been in a perfect position for a buy opportunity right here. I just want to make sure that everybody sees it first before I break it down into more detail. Okay, good. So I drew this up, saw price come up, test, which it did, and it continued to go up. How many pips did it go up? What was the potential of the pips? Let's see. Potential of 53 pips, which is still good. Still good, especially for USD CAD, because USD CAD doesn't really do this huge 100 pip movements. It usually sticks around 50 to 80. Okay, let me delete this because cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. So let me delete this. Okay, cool. All right, look closely. Where price tested. Level of resistance came up and tested support. Yes, you're going to ask me, Chris, how come it didn't test here? How come it didn't test this area of resistance? Well, you can still have the area of resistance still pulled up, but at the same time, you have to respond to where price is reacting. Okay. Now, where price is reacting was within this area. So we have to see what is in this area. Well, if you look, previous level support, previous level resistance, and now newfound support. Okay. So if I drew everything up, even if I want to draw everything up, even if I want to draw a zone, okay, wick, body the candle, perfectly came into that area. I want to see if it continues along with the trend. Yes, it does. You guys see this trend line? You see how simple this trend line was? This is how my charts would look like if I was getting ready for a trade setup. Okay. Look at the 30-minute. Look what it did. All right. Level of previous resistance, support, where it's testing. Even if I want to look closely, right? Look at this real quick. Let me delete this again. Let me show you guys. I want to dissect this and I want to make it as detailed as possible because I want you guys to see. Look at this. Test, test, test. I want to be more accurate with it. I want to know exactly what happens so that way I could prepare myself for the future. That's the whole main point. Okay. Now look at it on the 30-minute. Now look closely. What did price do? There's a level of support and previous resistance. Right. The moment that price came and broke this level of resistance, but came back up, there's a reason why we wait for that retest. You know what I'm saying? Wait for that retest. And as you can see, price did break below, but it didn't come back up to retest. Everybody agreed there's no retest here, no retest, no entry for a sell position. But price that broke, came up, broke above this area of previous resistance and support, and tested as newfound support. Literally made a wick right here. Boom, touch. And then we made this green candle. Even if we entered off that green candle just for confirmation, right? What was the drawdown that it went? A 5 pip drawdown, okay? What was the potential that we would have captured if we waited 49 pips, right? So is everybody clear on why this would have been a perfect buy position for USD CAD? Everybody see how simple this trade setup was? Now, how many people, when you first start trading Forex and start trading currencies, we overcomplicate everything? We put all these technicals, we put all these, indicators, RSI, stochastics, TDI, blah, 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 just a bunch of stuff. But I realized on how simple it is by just continuing with the trend and being able to just capture that piece by just going through the path of least resistance. Trust me, when I first started trading like this and started drawing these technicals and keeping it simple, I started to ask myself, how could it be this easy? How could by just me being patient, was in all honesty the key to trading these markets? If I have to give any tip, the number one thing that will make you an outstanding trader, right? A phenomenal trader. The number one thing that I will always say all the time is patience. Patience, 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 patience. There's a times where I rushed things where I lost money. There's a times where I rushed things where I over leveraged. There's times where I rushed things where I didn't really think about all the confirmations and I just jumped right into it. And because of that, I lost money and I wasn't as profitable as I thought I should be. Okay. But once they start to keep it simple and start to treat these trade setups as like it's a trap, like we're trapping price within a certain area in order for us to enter, that's when everything started to change. And I started to see it. Okay, price is coming. All right, cool. I have a trend line there. Awesome. All right, I have a zone there. Cool. I have an area of previous resistance and support. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna highlight this area. I see prices here right now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. See prices coming down. Boom, boom. I look on the 30-minute. All right, I'm waiting. I'm patient. Oh, what does it do? Boom. It comes, taps off. Boom. Makes a green candle. Awesome. The fact that it came above, even still tested, easy. Boom. Hit. Waiting for this green candle. I would have took it here. You want to still be patient and wait? You could have waited for this one. I still took it here. No matter what, being in the general vicinity. By having this all drawn up and watching price move into this area, how excited would you be in the fact that it's coming to this area to test? Wouldn't you be excited? Wouldn't you be ready to press that buy button? That is a cool post. Is that you, Ricky, by the way? Is that you? Your leverage is based on your leverage. I'm here in Utah, so I'm going to see you on Thursday. By the way, Ricky, if you guys have an event. Um, but yeah, so leverage is your leverage. I cannot give you and tell you exactly what to do. I cannot tell you exactly like, hey, like I need you guys to be in a 1 to 1,000 or 1 to 50 or 1 to 2. It's you. It's your brokerage. Okay. Same thing with your proper risk management. It's your risk management. You want to risk 2 to 4%? Perfect. But you decide to risk 10 to 20%, that's you. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, do what's best for you. If you're using proper risk management, even having a low leverage isn't going to be that bad for you. Everybody could agree on that, right? Yeah, I love Forex too, right? Everybody good on this? Do you guys want a picture of this so you guys have another picture of another good trade setup? All right, good. Everybody good with USD CAD? Are we good to move on to the next one? Awesome. GU. Anything happen yet? Did it hit my area yet? There's no reason why we should go out into this trade setup because we're being patient. Okay. See where price is. I'll put this level of resistance here at the same time. You go on 30-minute. Yes, sell trend, correct. Let's see area where it's testing here. So this is what I do. I look closely just to see, just in case. Okay. I already see area of resistance here and see area of previous support. Yes, if I wanted a real good position, I would have waited. There's a little area of here of support. I want to test it as resistance, or even right here, actually. Boom. Okay. But price didn't come up to that area. So now I look at myself and say, hey, how's price reacting right now? Okay. How's price being right now? So I look closely. Is there an area where price is testing multiple times off the trend? Yes, there is. Also, too, if I look closely, was there a previous area of support? Yes, there was right here. Resistance, resistance. Price is coming up, tapping off it, boom, 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 hit it. Okay. Yeah, you see W, but at the same time, in order for guys, you guys see W here? You guys see W right here? You guys kind of see like a W right here as well? You guys see a W right here? Do you guys see like a W right here? Now, what do we first learn? Oh, W's, right? Double bottoms, triple tops, double tops. Price moved up. Oh, I got it. It's perfect. Perfect uptrend. 100 pips, right? Possibly 100 something. And then it just drops, okay? Drops. Look, a W. Oh, it comes up a little bit. Drops. Hey, look, a W. Perfect. It's going to reverse here. And then it drops. You know what I'm saying? So we said 4 hour. Okay? Look, I see W here. I see multiple areas that we could be looking at. Oh, look, W's here. W's here. W's. W's. And price still came and just still dropped. Yeah, twin trading does help for sure. But don't just base things off double bottoms or double tops. Watch how price reacts. That's the best way. Okay. The only way I would buy this, right? The only way I would buy this is if I saw a price break above and do that. But the fact that price is level of support, it's testing as resistance, and I see a trend, I can see this continuing a downtrend. If price moved in the opposite direction, then I know where price is going based off the retest. The retests are way more powerful than double tops and double bottoms. That's true. You know, before when I first started trading, oh W. Oh look, it's an M. It's a W. It's an M. Did anybody ever do that before? Ever look at something and say, oh look, it's a double top, double bottom. And it definitely has to reverse, and then it goes in the direction that it was already going in the first place. Does that happen to anybody on here? So the reason why that happens is because we all learn the same things. Like if we're trading, and we're learning what 95% of people are doing, what do you think the markets is going to do? Exactly. Opposite. So I like this. I like this setup. Always set a stop loss. And if price went in the opposite direction, and we wait for the retest, then fine. Either way, you win, but you already know what you're looking for. I'm going to continue the trend. All right, so is everybody good with GPUSD? Cool. Next, gold. Gold, gold, gold. Now look at this. Look closely. You have this area of resistance, right? You have this area of resistance. You have this area where there's a zone as well. There's a reason why we wait for the retest, because if there's no retest, there's no entry. Right now, it's ranging between two areas. So this area right here, guys, this area that you guys see how this is a perfect example of why we don't buy until we see the retest. Everybody agree on that, right? Because you see that this wick right here, what that means is it was a previous green candle, moving above and then price ended up dropping. So a lot of people have been caught in a buy position, buy. And then what did price do? It went to the opposite direction, approximately 148 pips. And who here on this chat right now can survive a 148 pip drawdown? Anybody? So the thing is, there's a method to the madness. There's a reason why we wait for the retest. A lot of people all the time try to question that to me. They'd be like, dude, like why how come I can't enter? I see it, price does a breakout, price does a breakout, I have to enter when it breaks out, but then one thing that I realized just from experience is that when there's a breakout, there's always a retest. And sometimes it's not even a retest, sometimes it will drop or rise against everything that you called out in the first place. You know what I'm saying? What I say yesterday, after making a mistake, it's a mistake, right? But when you make a mistake twice, that becomes a choice. So the fact that we are impatient and we wait, and instead of waiting, we actually just enter and continue to go, and you already made that mistake before, it's not a mistake, it's a choice. We're choosing to lose. We're choosing to go against our disciplines. We're choosing to go against our principles and our foundations and our confirmations. And because of that, that's the reason why we lose in the first place. Okay. So I'd rather wait for the retest. So I see area of resistance here. I see where price is at right now. If I wanted to enter, I possibly could have entered at this position, but still underneath. So I'll still wait for some type of retest, to occur, and also for it to hit a certain type of trend. Okay. So I'm still going to be patient and I'm still going to wait. All right. Does everybody agree on why I would still wait for this? I'm waiting because I'm being patient to wait for that retest to happen so I can confirm. The reason why, if we don't wait for the retest, then something like this will happen and price will continue to drop and we'll lose money. All right. Everybody good with gold? Can we move forward? All right. For EUR GBP, what's price doing right now? Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me exactly what price is doing right now? Yes. It's ranging. It's ranging. So this is what I do when it's ranging and it's consolidating. I don't want to risk it. I see prices bouncing off like crazy. Yes, awesome, cool. I see there's a trend line that it's testing off of. Even the 30-minute, I can see it clearly, right? But at the same time, because of this ranging, that means there's unpredictability. You know what I'm saying? What that means is that price, I don't really know what it's doing. It's not really making an initial move or push. When I see it ranging and consolidating like that, I don't want to give in to the hands of Forex and just, pretty much toss up a coin to wonder if it's going to drop, if it's going to go up, or if it's going to go down, right? Do I trade NFP? Guys, that's a random question. I understand. And you want to know if I trade NFP, but let's stay focused on this. I want to teach people exactly on how to do this. And the reason being is because how could we even focus on NFP if people can't capture 100 to 200 to 500 pips a day from just using regular technical analysis? And if you've been looking at NFP for the past couple of months, it's been doing nothing. All right. Are we good to continue with your EUR GBP? Awesome. Okay, so with the consolidation happening, right? Wait, hold on real quick, guys. Hold on real quick. right? Let me see. So like I was saying, when it's consolidating like that, I don't want to give my money. I see it making a lot of indecision. So because of that, I don't want to risk it. Okay. Because even a lot of us right now, when we look at this, when you see it consolidating like that, when I see it, I'm just feeling like, ugh, looks gross. I don't want to risk anything. So instead of risking it, I look at the areas that it's ranging in between back and forth. I see where price is bouncing off of. What I'd rather do, okay, is I'd rather see the area that's bouncing off, mark up my areas in my zones, and waiting for the breakout. By me waiting for the breakout, it allows me to focus on the other pairs that are ready and good to go. But at least you know what to do once it breaks out. Everybody knows what to do once it breaks out and what we wait for, correct? Retest. The retest explanation, that's a retest. Price breaks an area of resistance and it touches, right? Look right here, example of a retest. Boom, break, touch, it's retest. Same as Euro GP yesterday. Okay, so with this is what I'm waiting for. Good? And I hope everybody understands why I'm waiting. I know it's a patience game. I know we got to wait. I know it's not, oh, we're not collecting profits now. But I'd rather have you guys have the confirmed, trade setups, the confirmed, continuation of market structure and the trend. Okay. I like that. Set up for the big payback. That's good. I'm gonna use that one. Set up for the big payback. All right. Let's look at GBP, JPY. What happened? What happened? Price tested off of it. How many pips did it drop? Oh, it still dropped 45 pips. So everybody good on understanding on why twin trading is important? Even though if we took it, based off the confirmations from right here, even if we took it, you still would have collected 30 to 50 pips. Awesome. But now let's look at what's going on today. Where's it testing? Where did it retest again? Twin trading is powerful. I would have entered a couple at least 2 hours ago, but everybody clear on why this is happening the way it's happening right now, right? You're going to quote that one. Twin trading set me free. On this one, still a lot of sideways movement. Not really too much going. Only 23 pips. Honestly, another area where it's ranging back and forth. So is everybody clear on the reason when I see it, bouncing back and forth, not really showing a lot of trendiness, and this is bouncing in between, not really going to to a trend, a lot of indecision on the reason why I've put up these zones to wait for the breakout. Everybody clear on that, right? What I'm teaching everybody is patience and creating the setups. That's what's key. Because while you're waiting for trades like this, you have trades already happening. While we're waiting for trades and we see it, okay, we're waiting. All right, we're waiting for that to retest. This one's actually going to repair soon, actually. You see on GU and GJ, they're doing the same exact thing. You see on USD CAD, we're just waiting. Or that one, there's not really too much going on right now. Okay. You have the setups ready. So you'll be good to go. Euro odd, same thing, but at the same time, look closely. Look closely on what happened yesterday, or even just a couple hours ago. Potential 51 pips. Do you see how we could have answered right here? Everybody see this? So if we didn't enter, it's fine. This is what we have right now. Pretty much have two areas. Why did price do what it did? Looking for an area of a test. It didn't, and it continued. But what are we looking at now, though? Where's price currently at? I'd rather see it hit this area. And be patient enough to see what's going to happen. All right? Everybody clear on AUD USD on why we're waiting for this? Awesome. So, your GU, gold, your GP, GJ, UCGP, Y, your odd USD. Awesome. That being said, did everybody have a good London session? Thank you guys. That means a lot. I try to make sure I give as much value as possible when I come on here. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget the proper risk management. Don't forget about the twin trading. Okay. Don't forget about all that stuff. We're taking a high probability trade setup, so it doesn't mean for us to trade recklessly and lose everything that we've been working on in one trade. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna hop off on here. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna do a recap on this stuff as well. We got other trade setups and continue along to see if it's gonna continue along with trends. I personally myself, even though it's late, I'm gonna get this gym session in, no days off, even when it's late. We have goals to hit and things to achieve, and I hope everybody has that same mindset as well. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll recap and look at other trade setups, and we'll continue with everything. All right. You guys have a good morning.